In this video, we shall discuss about a .NET internal subject, large object heap. We know that .NET heap has been parted into three generations, generation 0, 1 and 2. And whenever a new object has been created on .NET heap, it will be placed at Gen 0 heap area. But there is a deviation here. Whenever a .NET object with a size greater than or equal to 85,000 is created, it will not be placed at Gen 0 heap area, but it is kept at a special place called LOH or large object heap. We will show this theory using a demo. We will create two objects, one object with the criteria of large object 85,000 and another object which is 1 byte lesser than the large object criteria. And we will see where they are placed in the heap. According to us, the large object should be placed at LOH and the smaller object should be placed at Gen 0 heap area. But before going to this demo, we'll discuss one more thing. Why the .NET designers have decided to keep the large object at LOH? Why not at Gen 0? For that, we have to know the natural behavior of GC. We know that when GC enters to Gen 0 heap area, it will move the referred object from Gen 0 to Gen 1. It is difficult to move the large object. We can take a real-time scenario. Moving a table from one room to another is difficult task than moving a chair. This rule is hold good for even for GC because it has to copy the object, move the object, and for large object it is a difficult task. So if the large objects are placed at Gen 0 area, GC would take additional time and effort to move the large object to Gen 1. It can affect application performance. That's the reason .NET designers decided to keep the large object at a specialized heap section. GC can enter LOH and it can collect its object, but it will not move the objects at LOH. So now we shall go to our demo to prove the objects are placed, large objects are placed at LOH. I'm opening a test application where I have so many CLR theorems can be proved. This application, creating a demo, large object. By applying this button, two objects are created. One is 85,000 and another one is 1 byte lesser than that. So now objects are created in this heap. Now we have to go to the memory of this application and then print where they are situated. For that, I am opening a debugger. This is a 32-bit application, so I opened a 32-bit debugger. I am going to attach this process to the debugger. If you have got a dump of this particular thing, you can open the dump, but here I am attaching it as a live debugging. Simulate box. Now the application is attached to a debugger. First thing, I have to load a DLL, CLR. SOS DLL contain all the .NET debugging commands, so this is a preliminary step in every .NET debugging using WinDBG. Now we will go to our commands of interest. We wanted to print the large object and then see where they are situated. This command will print all the object which is size greater than 10,000 from the .NET heap. There are only two objects here. This is a demo application, but in a real-time scenario you can see many objects. We are familiar with these two objects because we just now have created. Let's see this object, where they have placed in memory. We have a command gcwhere supply the address. According to us, this is a smaller object, so it should be placed at Gen 0. Yes, it is placed at Gen 0. Now we will take the second object, which is a large object scenario, right? It should be placed at LOH. Copy the address. Do the same command gcwhere. Copy this particular address. Now it should be placed at LOH. Here debugger shows this output as Gen 3, But people should not confuse, there are only three generations, generation 0, 1 and 2. Then how come this Gen 3 has come? This particular debugging command gives a interpretation that this is a LOH heap. So people should not confuse that it is a generation 3, but it is actually a LOH. So by this we can understand that this particular object, which is the size of 85,000, is being placed at LOH. Okay, thank you. We will come up with a next video with proving a .NET internal theory. We request our users to subscribe to our video. Thank you.